Welcome back to the 7th Stand User R walkthrough. This is the part I've been dreading for a while, I'm not gonna lie. There might be a lot of jumps because there's a lot of backtracking in this section, there's a lot of fights, a lot of stuff in the way, so I might trim down on that stuff, we'll see. But yeah, we are currently in the Strength arc. And the neat part about this is that you can take up any of these of the Crusaders and play it out with them instead of Jotaro. So even though Jotaro's our party member, you can just pick up Joseph and board a ship with him, Abdal, or whoever except Kakyoin right now. So I'm going to who should I take? Because, I'm not sure who I want to focus on. I'm gonna take Polnareff, I guess. You know what? We haven't gotten a chance to hang out with him yet, so let's see what he has to offer. So, yeah. In the normal version of 7th Stand User, you usually just walk around the ship and you'll run into random encounters, but here it's more of like an obstacle course, which is a neat change, but it's also, oh, hey, lucky me. Get what we can. Always gotta go around and get all your goodies. The wheel's moving on its own. There's a big monkey in the cage below the deck. This is so creepy. Jeez. So yeah, this map is a bit of a maze. But it shouldn't be too hard for us to deal with these. Let's see. There he is. Mr. Forever? I believe that was the orangutan's name. Let's get him. Hey, stay away from that thing. Orangutans have 5 times the strength of humans. It could rip your arm off easily. What? Where's the key? Oh, somewhere around here, I imagine, but don't even think of letting him out. What a creepy ape. He smokes, reads books, even looks at dirty pictures with a nasty grin on its face. Yeah. Araki loves his creeps. Yeah, at least Forever is nice enough to give us free drink. Well, not free, but nice enough to give us some drinks. Healing, poison just in case, because strength is not the only enemy we have to deal with here. As you can see, we still have those buzzing bees. Now, there's a unique thing about Polnareff I want to show off. So as you know, oh dang it, in most games, there wouldn't really be much of a difference between, say, Polnareff and Jotaro, because they're both strong, fast, deal a lot of damage, short range. They have a lot in common, but one thing Polnareff can do is he can take off his armor, of course, and while he'll take more damage, he'll have lower defense naturally, but he'll strike all enemies at once, and that is just insane damage right there. Polnareff is pretty much a powerhouse here. I think Jotaro's more focused on like critical hits and just like single target explosive damage, while Polnareff is like Just DPS master. Get all the items. Gotta collect them all. I'm a glutton. Give me stuff. Let's see. Yep. Just get everything here. And rest the story, because there's not too much going on the ship. There is, actually, let me pull up Steel after this fight. This is why I kind of dreaded the strength section, because it's just such a slog. There's so many enemies roaming around. There's so much to just... gotta go around and collect, and there's... it's a lot to deal with. Current day, too. So, the ship is sunk. But don't lose heart. Keep going. More importantly, there's something strange about this tanker. I can sense 2 stand users within it. Be very careful. So, yeah, we've got another enemy here to deal with, because obviously this is not the orangutan's stand. But, yeah, Polnareff is... Polnareff is just a beast. Okay, I think that's everything on this level. Oh man, I forgot where I came in. I think I came in from this lower staircase, so yeah. How does a hydrant dodge? Come on, man. Alrighty. So the key to this section is... you have to... oh, gee. I'll come back to those. Let's get this one out the way, because I'm pretty sure this one's unavoidable. Alrighty. So we'll get those items down there. But I think this is the rest of the crew. Might have been my imagination, but it looked like the levers on the dashboard were moving on their own. Am I going senile? Bugs. Not the bugs! Trying to dig up info on the ship's controls. The doctor was injured. I'll take over as best as I can. We're professionals. Just let us handle this. And the last guy. Kitchen is stocked with fresh fish, but there's no one aboard. It can't just be an abandoned ship. Yeah. It can't breathe. Yeah. That's not good. Well, as you can tell, we probably found our second stand user. Alrighty, let's get these items and then get that key. Yeah, there's no way to avoid this one. I'm just gonna conserve my SP and just basic attack these enemies. There we go. Because they are really, really weak. Like, here I am as a miracle. It's one of the weakest stands in the game. With a strategy or tactic that decreases my attack power. That crit could one-shot. Ah, god dang it. Okay, here we go. Was that a No, that... Okay, well, that might have been a random encounter. 'Cause it didn't look like I touched the thing, but... Okay. I'm not gonna lie, that actually unnerved me. Okay, I just ran into the sprite and it just didn't show. Okay. I was about to say. There we go. Got the cell key. Now, we gotta go all the way back up. I can deal with it. This is just the nature of JRPGs. You just have Polnareff just one-shot all the enemies anyway, so not so much to deal with, just free XP. But man, is it a drag. Probably refill Polnareff's SP a bit. That's Polnareff's weakness, really, is that he has such high DPS and such high he has very, very good damage, but his range is short, and his SP is abysmal. Okay. No, that's not the place. Let's just deal with this hook. Okay. So all you gotta do... okay, that was my fault. That was my fault. Here we are. Get the key, and the cage is already open. Sailor's dead. Here's another item we can pick up. Body magazine. Dang it. Now, what we gotta do here is backtrack through all these enemies. Weave. Thank you, Mr. JP. Then, now, here's where they get you, right? You see all these crew members are dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Oh no, the nurse is dead. Except, it's a sailor. He's wearing the nurse's coat, but the nurse is gone. Oh, the natural thing to do would be to run up here and, you know, continue the story, do the forever boss fight, but there's an additional little bit of backtracking you've got to do. You want to get that pesky second stand user. Because if you don't kill the enemy here, they will haunt you for the rest of the game with those bugs. And I think less random mobs is better. So, let's take care of the problem. Go back up here. And then down here. Through more hydrants and propellers. Jesus. And through more bugs. Through fires and flames and yeah, whatever. Thank you, Mr. Polnareff, for one-shotting these enemies. Because if they weren't weak, I would have a major problem. The worst part about this is that using weakened presence wouldn't even really help here, or control presence. Because I'm pretty sure these enemies are mostly on a set path. Yeah, oh, it's already on. I wonder if controlling your presence has any, like, negative effects besides just games calling you a coward. I wouldn't know. I don't know everything about this game. Here we go. You know, I should have saved, but this should be an easy fight for us. Polnareff is a beast.
Foreshadowing is a narrative device.
Here we go, Kate. The user of the bug stand, Al Hurt, appeared. Curse you, enemies of Theo. You'll die here by my hand. We'll see about that. Yeah, let's take off the armor. Ow. Because, jeez. I really should have saved. Holy crap. Okay, let's see if... No, I'm not even going to take the chance. I was going to try to save SP by using the basic attack, but... Alright. I'm gonna focus on healing Owner up here. And yeah, you can see our SP is just gutted, but our basic attack will hit all enemies, so we got that going for us. Sucks that they're at medium range though. Yeah. I really should have saved. Every time. Never get cocky, kids. I really hope I... I don't even remember where I was, honestly. I'm just gonna skip ahead. Alright guys, you wouldn't believe it, but I completely forgot to save after I got the cell key, so I had to do all of that over again because I'm stupid. Anyway, we're back here. I made a save. That's not going to happen again, hopefully. And let's just take care of Kate. Okay. Let's try to do something a little smarter this time.
A few moments later.
Alright. Third time's the charm, though. Am I right? Or am I right? Let's try to come at this with full health, because I think that was... Yeah, that was definitely part of the problem. And... You know, I might have to use some of these supplements. Maximum SP by 5. Polnareff definitely needs as much SP as possible. And this one raises spirit. I believe that's the stat that dictates, like, the damage from special moves, so I might give it to Kakyoin or maybe Joseph. Alright. No more L's will be taken. We will win this one. Let's do erase presence. Have Polnareff. Let's kill all these bugs. Alright, that is a great start. Wildman fell over. And none of the bugs dodged this time. Alright, let's try to get off that erase presence, because that's a very important move. And see if we can inflict fear on Kate. Nope. Okay. Again, unlike many JRPGs, 7 Stand User is one where bosses can actually be affected by many status effects. It's just that it has a low chance of happening, so it's just gambling a little bit, but at least it's possible. Do the armor takeoff, honestly. Oh, come on. Fire, ice, electric. I'm not sure what to lead with, but I think the wind might be the best. Oh no, did I thought I was using armor takeoff to take it off. I put it back on. How foolish of me. We are suffering. Oh my god. Maybe I should not have brought Polnareff. Oh! Okay, it looks like Kate's near the end of the line because she's lost control of her stand, actually. Awesome. Yep. Wow. Okay. 10 damage. Alrighty. Oh, that's a lot of ointment. Curse you, enemies of Dio. Looks like I was outdone by a monkey. Or Dio. 8 Honeybee. Stand Alhurt. No longer fight. The nurse's green horns disappeared. Alright. Poison. I knew it was a good idea to get those gold experiences. Now that is a major annoyance out of the way. Now let's deal with the main problem. Oh, brother. They love to hit me with the dip. Let's finish this because I am absolutely fed up with this area. Holy crap. But you know what? Better than random encounters. A million times better. Feels almost as tedious, but here we go. And yeah, since you can confront forever with whoever you want and not just Jotaro, they all have their own unique little line of dialogue when dealing with this guy. Pretty neat. It seems to slug the orangutan and it was about to attack the girl. Is this the stand user? But why? Why can't I see the stand? Where is it hiding? The propeller flew in suddenly. Again? The propeller's flying on its own. The hydrant sprung forward. And now a hydrant just came out of the wall. What is going on? Could he himself be the stand? No, the sailors and the girl could see him. And when I hit him, I felt the stand use his power. But why can't I see his stand? Oh, maybe I'm already looking at it. This freighter is the stand! The orangutan pulled out a pocket dictionary and pointed at a page. Strength. The 8th Arcanum in Tarot. It symbolizes challenge, force of will, and hidden power. Its stand is strength. Okay. Now, this can be a very annoying boss fight. I'm not gonna lie, Polnareff was a poor choice because not only is Forever a medium-range enemy, but he has a tendency to do what my least favorite kinds of bosses in this game do. He changes distance and hides, and you can do nothing about it, essentially. When he's in the wall, you pretty much just can't hit him. Ah, great. Polnareff went berserk, of course. I swear it seems like he's more susceptible to, like, status conditions like that. Wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. But yeah, while he's in the wall, he's pretty much invulnerable. I don't think I can really hit him with anything. And, oh, well, I can hit him with that. For 9 damage, that's nice. Let's put up the barrier. So yeah, it's pretty much just all up to RNG. So they could just hang out in the wall and just heal up and just stay there for like 20 turns, and there's nothing you can really do about that. It always sucks. Let's try put some status on this guy so he's a little more compliant. Alright, there we go. Tasted his own medicine. Alrighty. Berserk. Pretty useful. Pretty sure you deal more damage, but you become much less accurate. Of course, you can't control your attacks, so... Let's try to hit Forever with whatever we can to make him less likely to go and hide. And since Polnareff is a short range, I guess I'll have him be more supportive. There we go. Now, let's hit him with Whoosh. Have Polnareff suppress those shit parts. And of course... Alright. Let's see if we can put him to sleep. I swear that sleep never ever works. I haven't seen a single time where that's actually helping in a fight, but let's give it a try, I guess. Oh, hey, there we go. I guess I'm just lucky today. Yeah, I'm not gonna get in much damage, but it's going to be a lot more consistent than Polnareff, that's for sure. Not good. I'm just trying to, yes, Fear. Fear is another one of those statuses that make you essentially just skip your turn. But yeah, this is one of those games where status effects are very, very, very useful. I'll have Polnareff pull off. Alright, now he can attack. But those attacks snapping Forever out of his statuses is kind of annoying. I wonder if Buzz is dealing damage to Forever because, like, yeah, you're like using electricity on metal. Maybe that's my main damage option here. That might be the case, because none of my other attacks are landing on him while he's in the wall. I mean, that's pretty neat attention to detail if that's the case. Alright. There we go, yeah. Yeah, I'd love to see that. Yeah, all the ship parts are just malfunctioning because Strength, or I guess Forever, that was pretty neat. I hear that frightened animals show their bellies as a sign of surrender. Are you asking me to let this slide? Speaking as a knight, the way you ambush those helpless sailors makes me want to puke. Therefore, I refuse. Yeah, every character has their own own version of their send-off to Forever, so that's pretty neat. And, I am so glad that we are done with the Strength arc. Because, I believe after this is Singapore, which is a pretty neat part of the game. That's where things really start ramping up and getting interesting. Anyway, it's falling apart. The ship is crumbling to pieces. We'll have plenty of time to talk later. For now, we need to get off the ship. Hurry, to the lifeboats we came in. Hard to believe that this ship we were just on, it's such a dinky little thing. What's unbelievable is that the ape was able to cross the ocean with his own stand. He must have been frighteningly powerful. If we hadn't found out that he was the one behind it, we'd have been overpowered for sure. The thought that we might meet stand users even stronger than this one is quite unsettling. Want some gum? Looks like we're at the mercy of the waves again. Give me a break. My cigs are all wet. There's plenty of time to dry them out in the sun. Guess we just have to pray we make it to Singapore safely. Well. And so, the group got lucky and was saved by a passing ship, arriving in Singapore 3 days early. A minute later. My brain is not together. We really got a lucky break. I don't know how much longer we could have drifted like that. So, this is Singapore. There could still be enemies lying in wait. We should explore in groups of 2 again. I've handed a memo with all your room numbers to that girl. There could even be enemies in the hotel, so check your room thoroughly before you sleep. And this is the start of course, the Ebony Devil arc. So you can choose to go with Jodo, Joseph, Abdul. You could choose to do that and explore around a bit. Or you can go with Polnareff and experience the action more personally, I suppose. Yeah, let's go with that. First things first, let's drop off our luggage. Okay. Automatic stands don't usually appear inside buildings. When they do, you can assume the user is somewhere inside. Okay, well, I will end this off here for now, and I'll pick up in the next episode to explore Singapore. It's probably one of my favorite areas in the game. A lot to do here. A lot to do. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.